I'll tell you one reason why I like to make videos when I drive, and it's because when you're stuck behind a big old truck like this, it's just annoying. I just get aggravated. I can't see around it. It's just I've got to go slow. I can't see ahead, and I might as well just do a talk and just drive a safe distance behind it and not really worry about it. Safe distance is about like that, is what I'd say safe distance is. There's my duck, by the way. I'm really excited about my duck, let me tell you. I was sitting here thinking about, okay, bear. I like bear, my boys like bear. And I have a couple problems. One is, do I show the mother-in-law and watch her freak out over it? I really want to have the kids help, kind of pluck the feathers and stuff. I think that'd be a great experience for Tommy to have, plucking some duck. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I barbecue it, but as you can see, it's kind of rainy. And I was also thinking, should I just freeze it, right? Should I freeze it, and then save it for the barbecue that we're having on the 10th of next month? So, I'm kind of in a little quandary what I should do. What do you think I should do with this duck? Should I pluck it? Should I, and the thing is I'm also thinking about how do I, pluck it? Peking duck, they serve it with the head and everything. They would pluck the damn thing and roast. Should I cook it like Peking duck? I mean, I've never done duck before. Well, hell, I've never done bees before until I started this year. So, doing new things doesn't faze me. It's kind of fun. You kind of throw yourself into something. Pick up some roadkill. You want to see it again? You want to see? I know you want to see the duck. You want to see the duck, don't you? There it is. Quack, 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 quack. Hello there, Donald. So, what do I do, with the duck? I'm also thinking, I've got an hour. I could pluck it. I've got an hour between classes, and it's like, it takes me 30 minutes to get to school. So I can't go home and back. I've got this hour that I'm not getting paid, so I might as well, or is it an hour? Actually, it's 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So I need to talk to him about if I'm doing lesson planning. I want to get paid for it for lesson planning, for it. Or if he's not going to pay me, I'll just pluck the duck in the kitchen. I'll just start plucking it. Have feathers everywhere. I wonder if he give me access to Wi-Fi, because I'd like to see a video on plucking duck. That's one great thing about YouTube or all the videos online. I'm just going to go through this red light with you. Look at this red light. Going through red light. Where's the police? Yeah, I'll get pulled over. The cops will be like, excuse me, but why do you have a duck? It was roadkill. Roadkill? What's roadkill in Japanese? I don't know. So I'd be like arrested for having, killed a duck, which is probably you're not allowed to kill. So be interesting. So duck a la orange. Orange. So how do I fix this duck? So I'm a lot calmer. See, I've got this stupid truck in front of me, and if I wasn't doing a video, I'd just be staring at this truck going, God, I wish you'd move a little faster. Oh, let's see how the news. My wisteria, my Fuji is growing. My first Fuji seed is growing. So that's gonna go actually into the. I'm gonna plant a shit ton of Fuji in the bee sanctuary, in the Shinto bee sanctuary. And yeah, it's gonna be Fuji'd out. I'm gonna get, my bees are gonna get, I want the Fuji honey. Fuji. I'm gonna send you some honey, Fuji, one day. It's gonna take me a while, maybe 10 years from now, have Fuji honey. But one of the great things about beekeeping is like everything you're doing is kind of like futuristic. It's like I'm thinking about next year, right? I'm trying to build up this year with my bees, but I'm really thinking about next year, and getting the space I'm really beekeeping, you know, I'm really not, this year I'm just learning, this season, I'm just learning and trying to do as much as I can and grow the bees, and then the next trial will be wintering over, and will they fucking starve, right? Will my bees survive? Will they get through this mite problem? Yada, yada, yada. I've got all, you know, potentially a whole bunch of new bees. It's fun. This is really fun. I mean, this is a lot more fun than the computer. It's a lot more fun than doing silly startups, right? Where I'm relying on fucking coders to do shit that you know, they don't do shit. So, you know, it's all in my hand. I love the control. I am a control freak. I love that it's all up to me. If the bees die, it's me, right? If I can grow, I mean, if the plants die, it's me. Well, it could be the weather, it could be disease, but ultimately it's me. And I really love that, the fact. I love that, you know, I love that control. And I really love being away from the computer. I love it. I love being out there kind of putzing around the bee farm, or, you know, I love just the mundane act of chiseling out you know, a tree stump and banging up my hands all healed so it's ready to go again. My arm, you know, I can lift up, I can't lift Tommy up over my head, like, you know, with my left arm, but I can with my right arm. So the strength of my arm is significant. I thought he just moved right then. Are you gonna wake up and like attack me? It's gonna be like the zombie duck from hell. That'd make a good movie, the zombie duck. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And the thing that I love about the beekeeping thing, even though I'm a closet beekeeper and I've got issues with my in-laws and everything else, is that I'm doing it. You know, I'm seeing growth, I'm seeing progress, I'm seeing results. And, you know, with like Found Ups and the Open Startup, basically, you know, my hands are tied. I'm not a coder. And, you know, I've got coders who don't want to code. And I spend all this time saying, this is what it's going to look, this is what it's going to be. I do the soft proto, and fuckers don't code it. I'm like, screw it, you know? I'm done. You know, done hoping and wishing and begging, because I don't have money. Unless someone wants to come and like, hey Mike, we agree, you are a fucking genius, which I know I am, right? I'll just say it. I'm a genius. When it comes to innovation, I'm a genius. When it comes to fragments and writing and everything else, I'm a complete retard. Hey, sorry, I don't mean that to anyone who's retarded, but I am. I'm retarded. So, you know, I know my strengths. I'm a creator. I make things happen. The only thing is I've been trying to make things happen that required significant capital. Now I'm doing something that doesn't require any capital, and I can see you know, I can see significant progress. You know, I can use my innovation skills to, you know, get around. Instead of paying, I paid $500 for that beehive, okay? I'm paying now about, well, I say $5, but really $10, let's say $10 per beehive. So I went from $500 shipping and bring over beehive down to 10. It's not bad, right? And I can get anyone going now, if I can keep the bees alive, for nothing, you know? I make them for 10, I sell them for 50. That's a $40 profit on them, or I, you know, rent them. I'm not gonna sell, I'm gonna rent out my hives, because I'm gonna be able to say, hey, I want them back. And it's yearly. So every year I put out hives. If they want the hives, you know, maybe there's a renewal fee of like, there's a one-time fee of 50 for the box and everything, and for the bees and everything. And then it's a maintenance fee of like 25 bucks. So then I run around, or Tommy runs around, services the hives. If they need to switch it out because it's old, they pay the 50 bucks again, and then 25. So I don't have to touch the bees. We check the bees, we go around. If they die, they're guaranteed. We put a new hive up there, you know, so it's guaranteed on that. I don't know if I want to do the guarantee, but, you know, and the thing about all these homes don't have honeybees, and then, you know, this isn't for honey. This is just to help. And once we get into that, we can, you know, get into, I really want to get into solitary bees, but I haven't been able to find, I mean, I found them, but I don't know how to get them to freaking, you know, nest, well, whatever you call a hive or cocoon. That's what they do, they cocoon up. And I'd love to be able to get the long, the long-eared bees, the long antenna bees. They have antennas like the length of their bodies. They're the coolest things. They're kind of minor bees. So how do I, you know? And I've only seen them. I haven't seen them. They're kind of gone now. I saw them in the springtime. I think they're just spring and they cocoon up, and now they're, God knows what they're doing. They went south, but I know they exist. So you know, I'll probably be scouring on the ground, looking, you know, trying to find out where they live, and there's so much to do with bees. It's really exciting for me. It's like there's so much to learn, so much to do, and I love it. I freaking love it. You know, I've always loved ants, and bees are just ants with wings, right? They're cooler than ants in many respects because they produce honey. And they go out and bring cool stuff. I mean, ants kind of brought, you know, I used to have an ant farm. So I think bees are just, you know, it's kind of like a, so it's funny that I've gotten into bees when I've always loved ants so much as a kid. It's like being a kid again, grown up. So, I'm nearly at school. See, it takes me about 30 minutes. I got to teach at 4 o'clock, so as you can see, I'm on good time here. So I ran all the way home just to upload and put up some videos, and then I've got that done, and now I've got to run back to teach. And then I got my duck. You want to see the duck again? Here he is. He's sleeping. Wonder if I should show the kids the duck. Here's a duck. What's this? Oh my God, it's a duck. That'd be funny. But I'm thinking about, actually, I'm gonna probably clean it early. I've got an hour or 30 minutes. I can start plucking, pluck. I think I'll do it here in their kitchen, in the school kitchen. Should I do that? Will that get me fired? I'm sorry, but you were cleaning a duck in school. That's grounds for termination. Who knows? So we're nearly there, and this is kind of like what it looks like. Everyone's going the same way. Really busy. And it's raining today, so I got quite a bit done today. I found a new source of bees, which could be a new source of bees every year, which is kind of cool. Until I replace them for them. Oh, these cars here. It must be something going on at school here. What are these guys doing? Nande. How am I supposed to get by? Really stupid elementary school picking up their kids here. Unbelievable. Obviously they have a problem. Note to self, let's not go by the school when the school, you know, that's an elementary school. I'm gonna park here, screw it. That's all he says not to move. I can't. No, there is a space there. That's his car. I guess he parks there, but I can't park there. But he is the owner of the school. So I'm gonna park around the back. Here's around the back. This is where little neighborhood I walked around and did all the pictures, right? See, they have a little farm, you know, their own little garden things here going here. One more target. See, they got potatoes. Potatoes here are really expensive, so I can see why they're growing potatoes. A lot of potatoes there. And they probably are selling these. There's probably a little farmer market thing. I mean, I know where I'm going to take my honey once I get to that stage. It's not my focus this year. But here's my little neighborhood. Here's our bus. Alrighty. So, as you can see, I like to talk and drive. And let's grab my stuff here. Should I bring my duck? I think I'm gonna leave my duck in there. So you can tell he's fresh because look at his eye. See, his eyes are still shiny. There's no deformation of the eye. Right? He still is pretty limber. Right? But he got hit pretty good. His wing is broken here. Right? This is where he got hit, smashed on the floor. He got hit pretty good. His beak's pretty messed up. So we'll leave him in there. It'd be funny. Someone comes, steals my car, and sees the duck in there. That'd be kind of funny. It's raining. All right, signing off.